Snow, back from vacation.
Hello, MJ.
How was it?
It was good. Nice and relaxing.
Desert Hot Springs again?
Yes, of course.
Did you go alone?
Yeah,
So you had a week to yourself, just relaxing, hanging out in the hot springs.
yeah.
How far is that from here?
Like 3.5 hours?
That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
I need to make it out there sometime.
Yeah, you should go.
So, like these hot springs, are they like? Is it like in a cave or something like that, or?
No, it's at the hotel. Like the mineral springs, the hot water like runs all underneath the um that I forget what the name of the valley is, but all underneath that area because it's like the San Andreas Fault.
Okay.
It's quiet, like the hot springs water.
Oh, all right. So, never been. Wouldn't know. How long of your day is spent just like soaking in the spring?
Oh, I go in and out. Like I'll go back to my room for a while. I'll eat, then I'll go back. I just, I don't stay out there, like, because I don't like the feeling of when you are in the water too much, like how your hands get all pruny.
Right.
Yeah, so, like, get out and take breaks and then go back in.
And we should tell you happy birthday
Thank
from the audience.
you. Another year older.
Any wiser?
I wish. I mean, I don't know,
Uh-huh.
Hard to, I'd like to think so, but, you never know.
Well, you're not on social media, so maybe you're doing okay, because I think social media is making us all just a little bit,
Summer?
unhinged.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh, and we should say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. My mother, your mother.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. So, while we were on a break, though, last week I went to Bill Burr up in Las Vegas,
Right?
and his material is just so good, so spot on, so funny. And it was one of those ones where you had to lock your cell phone in one of those pouches.
Right.
And you could see why, because if you took what he said out of context, he would be canceled immediately.
Oh.
Immediately. But that's what, again, we've talked about this many times with comedians, is people just take the words out of context and they don't really follow through on the whole story of what the point that they're trying to make. And his new stuff is so spot on, and you can't talk about it because don't want to ruin it. But it's
Are
just,
they going to air it? Are they going to air their show?
I mean, eventually he'll come out with a special with this material in it. He's still working through it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, eventually it will. He may have to tame certain things down. You know what I mean? But
Well, I don't understand why, because, like, has anyone actually really gotten canceled? I mean, I know that there's always, like, the threat to cancel people, but of all the people who, have suffered the whole cancel culture, I mean, backlash or whatever, that I don't think any of them have gone anywhere, right?
no,
Like, they're still out there
no,
making jokes.
no. I mean, Tucker's out there, and he's like putting his stuff on Twitter. So yeah, he was fired. Well, I guess being fired and being canceled are two different things. Because he technically wasn't canceled; he was fired.
Well, and here's the thing: I don't think he was canceled for what he said on air. They don't have a problem with that. In fact, they probably applaud that over at Fox News. Because they're just going to get another asshat who behaves exactly like Tucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he got canceled for what I heard was like him calling that one woman, like texting and calling her the C word, and then
and wasn't his that wasn't it?
A point to say no. I want her to hear me say this.
And wasn't one of his bosses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why he got fired. I mean, it's like, well, yeah. How many people can go in and just call their boss a cunt and think nothing's going to happen? I mean, I don't know. I think some folks should try it tomorrow. And get back to us. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, that's your Monday morning challenge, people. Go into your office, call your boss a C word, and see what happens.
Yeah, just see what happens. See, and then you can go around and cry about how you got canceled. I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's just. I think that each circumstance is a little bit different, but it's like as far as like people getting canceled, you're not going to truly get canceled unless no one wants to come to your shows anymore, so they won't pay you. I mean, no one's gonna, and like event places, arenas and whatnot, and theaters aren't gonna have you perform there.
And make no mistake, Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr sell out everywhere.
Right. Yeah, and they were saying how Dave Chappelle got canceled, and I guess that one venue was like, okay, we're not going to have you play here. Well, that was a mistake on their part, because he just came back bigger and better. That's why I don't get it. It's like, all right, try to cancel people. I guess you just make them more powerful,
Yeah. So we're doing this over the phone this week because I went to a festival in Las Vegas last night. It was called Sick New World. And it was like System of a Down, Korn, Incubus, Deftones, Evanescence, Papa Roach, countless other bands. Like a lot of bands, like a 12-hour festival. And this morning I woke up and I was feeling okay. I'm a little bit tired. But as the day progressed, I was just like, oh my God. And when I was there, I was kind of like, I am so old compared to all these people. Even though these are bands from my generation and stuff like that, I was just like, wow.
Right.
And you have, there was probably over 50,000 people there. And all these kids with the goth looks dressed in black in 90-degree heat.
Their makeup melting.
Standing on pavement and stuff like that. And I guess the new fashion statement with the younger women is you wear a black mesh shirt, but you put duct tape over your nipples.
Okay.
There was just so much of that.
Oh wow.
And I was just like, if that was Woodstock 99, you couldn't get away with that because you would have been sexually assaulted. Not saying that you can't wear stuff and people should respect you and your body and stay away from you. But I was like thinking, I think I was like in dad mode because I was like, I would never let my daughter go out like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, hopefully nothing happened to him. Hopefully,
nothing happened. And I don't know. I guess it was just too many bands in one day. It was a little too hot out, and I must have drank like 3 gallons of water over the course of the day. And at least they gave away water for free.
Oh, that's good.
But overall, good show, and it was free. Somebody hooked me up with tickets for it, so that was cool. But I'm paying the price today on it. Funny. Did you watch the or see any of the Trump CNN interview?
No, I did not.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky you were on vacation. Do you know how you get when you're watching a 49ers game and you're yelling at the TV?
Yeah.
That was me. That was me yelling at the TV. You're lying. You're lying. You did this.
I know.
For like 45 minutes straight. And then I had to go in and, because I have a considered roommate who was watching it also. And I'm like having to point out him. See what he said there? You admit he's lying, right? Yeah, he's lying. Yeah. So why are you voting for him?
Though. They don't care. I mean, he still is going to provide for them the agenda that they think that they are going to get, which he lies about that too, and it's like, no, the only thing that he is going to provide is tax cuts for wealthy, which you do not fall in that category. You have to be, even doctors and lawyers don't fall into that category. I mean, it's the uber rich. Like, he doesn't, that's why there's never going to be a way to get it through their head. Never.
Well, it was.
I mean, and it's so simple. It's so simple. It's just like, he does not give a fuck about you. Okay? But he's going to tell you what you want to hear because he wants you to keep donating to his campaign.
Right. Just like he got charged with sexual assault and defamation of character. So he has to pay, that lady in New York all that money. But that money's just going to come from donations.
And he's probably not going to pay it. He's probably going to file an appeal.
No, he filed an appeal, but then he goes on CNN and does more defamation to her character again. And she did come out and said that she was going to sue him again.
Good. She probably should.
But the disgusting part about it was they did it on St. Anselm College campus in Manchester, New Hampshire, which I've been there a few times. And the audience was cheering it for him when he was calling her all these disgusting names and stuff like that.
Right.
And that was the most disgusting part.
Yeah, and that's not a surprise. I mean, and it's not a surprise that those assholes wouldn't cheer for it. That's how they all talk, So why the fuck wouldn't they?
Yeah, and the argument is, well, they all do it, but then why is it only an issue when a Democrat cheats on his wife and then you have him impeached because he lies about a blowjob? I mean, how come it's you take the moral high ground when it's not your person? Uh-huh. I just want both sides to be held to the same standard on it.
Right.
And I don't think I don't know if Clinton was actually if they awarded any of his alleged victims a settlement. And certainly, Clinton did come out and, talk shit about the people afterwards.
Yeah, I would have no idea about that either, Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of other, creeps getting, in legal trouble, George Santos arrested. Okay. Money laundering charges. And taking money from charities. Lying to Congress. And then how come the Republicans don't kick him out? Because isn't that what they got Clinton on, for lying to Congress?
I know. Because they're hypocrites. I mean, they feel that the left needs to follow a different set of rules than they do. They don't need to follow any. I mean,
And to be fair,
that's the way I see it.
be fair, most of these stories, when you hear them, it comes from one side. Like the scumbags are from one side for the most part. I mean, you have the one Anthony Weiner or so, that doesn't, but it's all dirtbags.
Yeah.
Then you most certainly missed. We have a new king, King Charles.
Oh yeah. Okay. I heard that was gonna be happening.
That happened, and I like woke up at like 4 a.m. and kind of couldn't fall back asleep, so I just flipped on the TV and they were showing it. And I'll tell you what, that is the best sleep aid in the world. Because after like 20 minutes, I was immediately put back to sleep.
You're like, okay, I've had enough.
Yeah, all the choirs and the ridiculous outfits and the crown that's too heavy for their head.
Was it like falling off of his head?
No, it almost did when they placed it on it. It almost fell over, but the thing is like so ridiculously expensive. They caught it. I was kind of hoping it would fall to the floor, but it didn't. Yeah. So we thought we'd just check in this week, because we were off last week, and then we're both recovering from our week this week. But next week we're going hardcore, because next week is a Pride, and we're gonna make it even better than last year. I think we try to get it more focused and a better use of our time while we're there. But we hopefully make it bigger and better than it was last year. The Dragon Sleigh, it's next weekend. Downtown Kingman.
Yeah.
And, I think we'll have a good time. We'll hopefully hear some more good stories. We'll have some good guests on. And so, hey, sorry, everybody. Also, have your allergies cleared up? Because mine still haven't. If you can hear it in my voice.
Mine are okay. They're not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're fully done being gone, but they're doing better than they were.
Maybe because you were outside this area for a few days.
Yeah, true.
Like in Vegas, I don't have the issue. It's only here. And
yeah. Maybe that's what it is then.
I get all stuffed up, or maybe I'm just allergic to the town.
Yeah, probably.
No, but Mohave Pride next weekend. Come see us. And it's also the street drags that same weekend.
I know, I saw that. I saw a sticker on someone's car, and I'm like, I thought they normally did those in September.
Yeah, they moved up to May this year.
Lots going on.
Lots going on. All right, Snow. Well, we'll keep this one a little bit on the shorter side this week.
All right.
And you know what I mean? Because we could talk about usually, go on for hours about things that piss us off. But who really feels like doing that? It's Mother's Day. It's your birthday.
I know.
And I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too.
So fuck it. Just let it all go. We'll go back hardcore next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a good night.
All right.
All right. And we'll talk to everybody else later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.